Alright, gonna try to do a full recording of a nightmare run in Void. Let's see what kind of music we should put on for this. See if it'll take a couple of hours or not that long at all. See, can go either way. I don't even know what bosses there are this week. The first floor is always the same, but the rest are very different. I don't even remember if this is the case for hard or like what's the third difficulty, hard, I guess. If it's percentage like this one, or if it's just that the enemies have there's like a plus and there's a pro and a con, right? There's like because I know there's one with a pro and con. This one only has a pro, but it's only for a faction basically, and there's no debuffs. Let's go ahead and put on some music, to be honest. I'm not doing this if it's gonna take multiple hours and just rushing through. You know what? Since we're doing a long video, I will see how we do this. I'll just sit and play through some of my own tracks so I don't get like striked or anything like that. Not that I'm gonna put on this or put on monetization for this, but let's do it anyways. This is usually what I play when I just go full focus. Alright. We have Nightmare faction, right? So I'm gonna try to use as many Nightmare heroes as possible. Although we don't have a lot of ranged options for Nightmare. I mean, I can try to at least use my arrogance for this. Oh, they actually have a pro then. My bad. Right, it's fight dependent, right? This one has a different one. Yeah, there you go. Gotcha. Forgot about that. So it's the same as hard then. But I think hard doesn't have the... I think hard is based on the class instead of the faction, right? Might be wrong about that. Let's just see how it goes. So what I usually do is, most important thing, bring your two main tanks. In this case, for me it's Brocker and Leg. But Regulus is also good. But I just feel like Leg can tank a bit more. There's some explosion things going on and stuff. The first floor. Grab Eloin. Even though she's an attack-based healer, I would say HP-based healers are safer on this floor. We can do this. We can bring 3 healers and 3 DPSs just to like show how I would kind of go about it. Mage or AP damage in general is 100% needed. Actually, is there a magic damage dealing? I could actually bring I could try bringing Greed actually. I know a lot of people don't have Greed. I actually managed to get him like 2 weeks ago myself. Very lucky. Very random as well. But I will try to bring him to see how he does here, actually. Otherwise, if it was any other faction, I would probably bring Iona for my magic damage. Comet is very solid. I don't have him. There are some other options. Iona, Comet, very good options. Let's put this a little bit lower so we can have it as like background music. I wonder if I should put on the in-game music. I don't even have the in-game. I'll just run like this. I don't actually listen to anything in-game. Let's see. What cells are they using? I'm not even sure anymore. There it is. I don't know if this is enough attack, to be honest, but I'll just try it like this. He's getting a 30% bonus, it doesn't really matter. I would bring since it's Nightmare, Tear Starlight, get as much attack as possible to break through their defense. Otherwise, I would just bring Skull, but I realized Skull is pretty ass when it comes to late game. Does she have gear on her? She does. Not too bad, I'll just leave it like that. I might make some adjustments later on. For now, I think everyone has what they need. Should be fine. Alright, I'm kind of just gonna try this comp for every single map, to be honest. I don't remember if I put Brocker at the bottom or top here. Let's just see what spawns first, to be honest. I'm pretty sure it's Oleg top, Brock here. You're like tankiest tanker on the bottom. I'm pretty sure. Alright, I actually don't bring Elwin for this map, usually. Might be your tankiest tank on the top, actually. We'll see how it goes. Doesn't really matter. I can put Elwin like this, maybe just for the rage region. Actually, I'll put her in the middle so she doesn't take unnecessary damage. At least she'll keep the DPSs alive better. I might do this actually, since I aimed her there. And put Greed on the top, Virna on the bottom, because Virna will probably deal a little bit more damage. I will just do this so I get instant rage region on Virna. I think Virna is a little bit more tanky than my Greed, most likely. So I'll put her shield here. Then put Green in the middle there so he can actually chill without taking stone damage. But yeah, same positioning would work pretty much any three healers. The most important thing on the floor 1 is literally just to keep your tanks alive. You can see let's do this just in case. That's pretty rough. He doesn't get his ult. Yeah, we're chilling. Easy stuff. But yeah, pretty much anything with just 2 mages. You could technically, right, you could take Hollow, put her here, and aim her to the right as well, and put both your mages out of range for the stones, and put something else. I'm not even scared about the stones falling on what's his name, Arrogance, just because it doesn't usually happen. It's usually just automatically targets the tank, or maybe it's the highest HP. I don't even know anymore. I don't really pay attention to the details. If there's any trouble, I just usually go by how it goes and then adjust from there. Solid, easy first fight. Yeah, Greed is... yeah, Arrogance is totally carrying that top. So maybe Iona is better even though we have the 30% bonus. Not sure. Or Greed just didn't get to do any damage because Arrogance just bursted everything, because Arrogance has way faster damage. Let's see. And also, like, Silas will always do well if you have him. I could also use Lasir as one of my mages. All depends. I think same thing here. I think top is the tankier one. Just to make sure. This one is pretty tough because you only have 2 slots. It depends. Actually, yeah, you only have 2 slots. Either down here, these 2 are safe, or these 2 are safe if you put your tanks back here. I prefer putting my tanks here, so I can put, like, for example, here I probably do this, because then she can heal everyone. I'll put Hollow here, because she's squishier, way squishier than my Vortex. So just to make sure, I'll put them like this. And I'll probably put Arrogance here, just because Broker has the damage reduction passive to nearby allies. or adjacent. So it makes more sense to me. So like here, probably put vortex. Honestly, I can probably put vortex like this maybe. I'll put him here. Just to make sure that he's next to Brook here. I'll put as many... Yeah. Maybe I'll need to put Vierna down faster. I'll just do the same thing. Maybe I can survive with one healer. It could even be smarter to, just because Greed needs to survive somehow as well, to just put Vierna here, aiming, or Greed here, aiming, Greed here, right? Aiming that way, and then Vierna here aiming down, so she can kill the guys over here. I'll put Greed first, to be honest. Just see how this goes. I'll wait with putting, yeah, I'll wait just to make sure. Oh, okay, Vierna actually targets the other. She even AoEs that. That actually works out very well, so you can execute this. Looks like she still focuses this lane, which is really, really good. And then I can just use this slot, just in case. Like, right now, it's probably gonna be needed. Holy. Vortex almost dies anyways, that's crazy. Not bad. It's weird because I mean, obviously depending on the faction, I'll always do this differently every single week. The first floor, right? The other floor varies as well, right? But mostly the first floor varies a ton for me, except for the tank part. I run different heroes every single week is different for me. Just because of the fact that, you know, the faction bonuses, and I never really remember my strategies. I just go off what I feel like. Like, I know Vierna is my best mage. Now that I got Greed, I didn't have him last week. Or I might have had him last week, but I did Elite just to make sure I had it done last week. But pretty much apart from that, I vary quite a bit with like who I place and stuff. I mostly always use Vierna and 2 to 3 healers on the first floor. Brook and Oleg is my go-to tanks for this floor for sure. I'm not sure I have like the perfect way to go about these stages, but I don't know if I do it differently than others. But I gear my fighters. Doesn't have gear either. Okay, so the gear is on Wrath, and I'll gear Valkyria first. So I use Arrogance, Valkyria, and the tank just to make sure that like random stuff doesn't run past everything. Because I can't be bothered like timing ults. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Let's see. There we go. Arrogance is gear. She has gear. Iona does also have gear. Right, I should probably put the Iona gear on my read, to be honest. Let's see, he doesn't have gear. Kinda does. Really bad gear. Should I use Silas instead or something? You know what? I'll use greed just because he ults fast and he has slows and stuff. It's good. Do I have any like backup gear for this guy? I'll just use my Deimos gear. It's really bad, probably, but it'll do for now. It's not too bad. At least he has an infernal roar set and stuff. I don't know gear on Hudson either. Should I just swap her for something? I'll just put them all in, to be honest. I'm lazy. More AoE damage. I still haven't skilled my Hatsuit, even though she's A1 and everything. But yeah, just do this. For me, at least, this works very well. I'll put greed here first. Actually, Aeon is probably better, but I'll put them like this. Right. And then like for me, I just make sure to Vierna ult all the small stuff. But usually I don't even have to ult that much because, well, Valkyrie and Arrogance just takes care of everything. And this isn't time-based. You can do this easily without being punished for it. Obviously, it can be quite close when you do like actual raid stages or the like EXP and gold raid. I don't even recommend doing gold raid. It sucks because just farming gear in general is so much better, especially since they buffed the selling prices. I have farmed gold raid once when I had no clue. But like it takes way too much energy for every gold, and you don't really get anything except for gold, right? In the long run, it's way better farming just gear and just selling the garbage stuff. Will make way more. I did like 40 runs of gear aid 2 earlier. I think in 4 runs I kept like one piece just to level it up and check it out. I made like 400,000 of 40 runs, so the gold is still really solid. And you also get the promotion material, like if you're 19 to 21, you get the promotion material or ascension materials and stuff like that as well. The last deployment. Okay. Right, I'll actually do this now, just because I'll swap this for Jonas gear. I actually like this. It's very weird. This is the only Ageless Wrath I have, and it's horrible. These two pieces are really horrible, but I can make use of this. But only with the set, and it reaches like perfect 100% crit rate and stuff like that. So I just like using this set just because for that, or just because of that specific reason. And he doesn't auto-equip it. That's fine. And yeah, it kind of sucks that I don't have anything to match this with, because, I mean, I do now, but bad stuff to match it with. But yeah, I mean, it reaches to 7k attack, it's pretty good. Solid. I want to take him to A5 just because he procs both effects at the same time with his ult. Pretty huge, actually. But yeah, I'll try this, see what happens. Oh, right, it's this stage. Yeah, okay, this is not gonna work. 100% not gonna work. I will start over right away. I use Silas for this stage. I tried Setram. He has too big of a range, so he like varies too much with his targeting. If you have Setram or Hatsuit, should work, usually. 2 tanks still. I think I can run 2 healers only, because you don't really take that much damage on this stage. I think the most important thing is, since I have Nightmare, I'm gonna use Arrogance. Actually, since I have the buff, I'll actually gear headset real quick. Let's see. Horrible. Jesus, that attack speed. I think I'll just put her in this gear. We'll have to do. Just put her on these. And Dolores is actually kind of nice for this one. I can try using her. Funny thing is, I can probably use Wrath on this stage, just because of how like the bonus stats work. But I might just try this, to be honest. If my A-bomb was geared, right, I would actually use him probably for this stage. I could try using him. I don't think he's gonna do much damage though. What if I take the Valkyrie gear and put it on him? Or just Setram gear? I'll try A-bomb. Just because I'm curious. I have never like actually used A-bomb myself. Wait, did Valkyrie have the... Oh, Valkyrie has the better set. Gotcha, never mind. Take the Valkyrie gear then. Lag. Let's see if he can tank with this gear. I don't think so, but... Yeah, it's gonna be tough. I think he's gonna die, to be honest. But he might survive with the little buff. And let's do Soul Drainer just so he can tank a little bit better. I'm curious. You 100% need a main tank on this stage, okay? Right, so I'll use Broker just for that specific reason, because Calypso hits you and stuff like that, right? And you just want to place the tank last. I'll try Dolores, as I said. I'll use Hatset. She might die. This stage is pretty weird sometimes, but I'll try this and see what happens. Kind of want to put Wrath in for the bonus, to be honest, but I will I'll use Viera now. Because there's two ways to do this stage, right? So basically, one of them is to just nuke Calypso. Right? So I would aim Viera like this, or I would aim Arrogance like this if you can deal enough damage. I think I could actually deal enough damage if I place him like this. Or yeah, you can't place him here. He will just die. But just because, I'll play it like this. I'll probably place... Let's see how I would do this. I could place, depending on where Arrogance is, right? I will place both my healers like this. That's just unlucky. He just went like that. But I'll place this first. Probably place Vortex as soon as possible right after. So she doesn't take damage. Tank out next, I would say. Oh, she actually... No, okay, 15 to 18k, so that's not a lot of armor to get through, to be honest. Yeah, you probably need to have a tank out right about here. Just because of her getting her thingy. She doesn't actually get it instantly. This is fine, right? So, here I will just wait. Just be patient, don't summon anything here, just let her hit your tank. When she starts moving, she stops hitting everything. So I would actually say... What is the best place to put... So I'm trying to think of where to put Viera now, right now. I could do this, right? I could do this, this, and then put Broker top left here. Because I think A-Bomb does enough damage with Veer now. I mean, he's killing this guy, so... Here's where I'm curious if he survives, but it looks like he's just chilling, to be honest. It takes quite a bit of damage, but it's fine. Arrogance should completely molest this left side, I think. And just in case I have Dolores, that's why I like Dolores here. Now she hits everything, right? And I don't really reach anything with my ult here, but if you wanted, you could try doing some weird stuff where you place your tank back here. But I'm pretty sure these guys that go underwater then will target Hatsut, and it's pretty risky. So yeah, it's weird because like if you place your DPS here, top right, top left, even though you have your tanks on the right side of them, they will die. Almost 100% sure. It's pretty weird like that. So Hatsut isn't really doing much here. I don't know. I brought her because I remember using her somehow. But maybe I used her on the left side and then someone else on the right side, but they kept dying or something. I mean, she's clearing this stuff, so it doesn't really matter. Silas would work here. Honestly, anything would work here. You place them in a range, something ranged in the top middle there. The stage is pretty easy once you just have the setup. You just need the order to be correct. Alright, that's it. There's gonna be 2 more guys coming. It's gonna take too long to replay stuff, so I'll just let Abram kill this guy. Put on... swap a little bit. Alright. I'm actually doing some work. Nice. I think it's mostly because of the 30% bonus, to be honest. I don't think he will... like, since it buffs everything, I'm pretty sure. Which one is it? Alright. So, I have a pretty weird strategy for this one. Let's see if I can actually get it to work. Right now, Silas has my best Infernal Roar setup, just because this works on Silas. It wouldn't really work on anyone else as well. Go crazy crit damage and get just enough attack. It's a very weird setup, just as high rolls as possible and everything. So he gets a lot of stats and then just a ton of attack speed, to be honest, so he can ult faster. But I will put this here on Setram. And hopefully they can nuke the boss. Usually works without problem, so it should work again. I can probably I'll use an Idol's Gaze just because I feel like he's not gonna do enough damage. Maybe she has enough armor to like take a lot of damage. I'll just let it be like this. Let's see. Arrogance is huge here. I always use Arrogance. I'm not even sure how I would use otherwise. Silly2 is 100% really good. She would work really well. I'll explain what I mean once we get into the stage. Yeah, this is the combination I use. And to be honest, you don't really need a lot of units for this one. I mean, if you do this strategy. The only other strategy that has worked for me is like let her do her thing and have a crazy enough tank. Like you have to get the placement correct, that's the problem. Right, so maybe bring 2 tanks just so you can tank on the right side. As I said, I'll explain once we get in. It'll be way easier to understand. Do I have any nightmare here? Let's do like the boss one. If it gets past, that's the question. You know what? I'm just gonna bring... I don't remember where... No, because you can't place them anywhere. Okay, never mind. I'll just leave it like this, to be honest. They're all geared. Okay, lag. Alright, should be fine. Let's just try this. Did I even use the bonus? I'm sorry, my bad. This is the layout. I just need to actually use the infernal bonus. No. Let's see. So we go again. So this is my setup. If you don't have anything to place here to take care of both this lane, because they are super weak when they're in this lane. So like he will always take care of them. I place a healer just in case your guy might take some damage. Now that I have a 30% bonus on one of my strongest units, he's just gonna completely melt them. But yeah, I place Silas here. Place Dolores, and right, you need to get a tank. This guy, you don't have to worry about him. He's gonna stand here for a while. And I'm just relaxing, but this is the first guy you have to start tanking. So the next unit I place is a tank. Also, so that Calypso like starts focusing it, right? This is the problem. I think I placed Setram a little bit too late. 100% too late. That's my bad. We'll try it again. Actually, I don't need a healer, so I might as well just place him. The thing is, you might actually place Silas behind Setram, so Setram gets the initial burst on the shield. If you do this strategy. We'll see, we'll see how this works out. I'll just do it in the order I usually do, so you can see what I mean. And we got him. There we go. Sell those guys. Place her there. And it's a win. But as I said, I'll explain a little bit about the strategy I would do otherwise. And that's to just place these initial 3 guys on the right side. I wouldn't even bother poking Calypso from here, right, on the left side. I would start placing your units in order where you want them here, because she will stop, I think, in the top right corner here, or like somewhere around here. And then if you break the shield, she will start running like this and go down to your tank. At that point, you want to be able to nuke the shield so she doesn't get even more of her like thingies, so she can deal more damage, right? You want your tank to be able to survive with just 1 healer usually. And usually that works fine. Just place him there or something, I don't know. Why not? Anyways, I would place like Setram. If you have Setram here aiming left, he can cover like the whole area pretty much, right? I would still place like a mage down here so they can help. Setram can take care of the shield, but depending on what you have, you want to place someone here just to take care of the shield, and maybe then place the lure so this guy, whoever you have here, can help help with the boss standing here. Because I don't like, you can do it with probably only Vierna. I don't think Calypso will even bother getting more stacks or whatever once you get her over here, right side, right, and break the last shield. She will just stand there and hit your tank until she dies. It can take some time. But basically, strategy is place your tank. That's why I said maybe bring 2 tanks, because then you can place a tank early to try to tank the wave, and then you can like place your tank, squish your tank earlier, and then once you placed everything, so you can place it in like relax with the order you place stuff in, and then sell the tank and then place a new tank so she actually starts hitting the tank again. So all your units survive. But that's the only other way I've done it, to like nuke her when she's just standing in front of the tank and AFK basically. She still hits him, but yeah. Hopefully that makes sense. This stage is usually the one people might get stuck on. If you have Sadie, it's so much easier. I think I gave my best gear to Vortex. Yeah, Sadie is quite weak right now. With my, like, her gear is horrible for me right now. Like, attack speed is too low. Healing effect, everything else is okay, I guess, but healing effect is definitely not good enough. It's fine though, I will try it like this. Same thing, I will use my tanks. I'll use Vortex here just to, like, you need to tank as much as possible on this stage, basically, that's it. And it's kind of completely up to you, whatever you want to bring. I'll bring these 3 healers. If you have King or King Hearts or whatever his name is, obviously this should be huge, the bonus. And I mean, depending on this Riftwalker's Blessing thingy, it should be way easier or harder depending on what it is as well. Now my mages don't have any bonus. I won't even use our Nightmare Hero here, probably. I'll try Greed again, just for his Nightmare bonus. I'm not sure who I would use on the last one though. Tanks, healers, like something for the boss, right? But I'm not sure I would use Setram or if I would use Silas. I might actually just bring Arrogance. Just because you can reach everything on this stage with your healers and stuff. Does everyone have gear? I think I put my gear on him, yeah. I think that's it. I'll just try it. We won't know until try. So, earliest thing you want to do, I want to place my tank. I place my tank here, just because this wave goes here, and if your tank is standing up here, there will be 2 slots you have to hit from. It's weird, it gets kind of awkward. I try to survive with just this, to be honest. I'm not sure he will survive. Let's try. He's relaxing, it's all good. And then I'll place Sadie here, because you want to keep her alive, so I'll place her next to Brock here. You want to place a DPS as soon as possible, right? I think this is the optimal. I kind of want to place her like this, to be honest, but I'll place her like this. And here's where I would like... I will probably try to run Arrogance here, but Greed does less damage, so it'll be harder. This is actually quite a bit of a... right. Okay, so I messed up. I'll start over, because you don't have a lot of slots here to place on, right? So I will just do this again. I want to place Vierna here, because Sadie's ult will reach Vierna over here as well. So it's completely fine if she's over there. Just wait until the first stones, because then I can place Vortex up top left and then the other DPS there. So she can start DPSing there. I'll place Sadie first. I'll probably place... I'll just wait until the last second, just because she might just throw more stones or whatever. Doesn't look like it. I'll place her, place Vortex. And now Sadie hits everyone with her ult. Super useful. Always wait until the stones. I almost used her ult there. I'll just make sure she's staying alive. Okay. I'll use Sadie ult here most likely. Just to make sure that nobody takes damage pretty much. And I am almost 100% certain that Arrogance won't survive here, but because of the 30% he might. Who knows? Let's try it. But I need more DPS on this side regardless, so I have to place him there. Yeah, let's see how he survives this. Vierna was almost dying there, so I had to do that. Ooh, close one, but he survived. 100% only because of the 30% bonus. But I survived. So, managed to do it in the first try. Or, I mean, I might still lose, to be honest. I want to sell right side ASAP. So this is a bit of a problem that he's not dying fast. So, we'll see how this goes. But now I don't have any extra units to worry about. Hopefully I can get this up. Because she doesn't execute. I'll try to heal her more there. Now, Arrogance is probably dead, 100%. It's a bit of a problem. My main healers are dead. Okay, well, I didn't complete it. And this is why you kind of want a ranged single target DPS, because then I could have varied it to where he, or like where they're helping. Because if I had a damage like Setram, he would 100% be able to hit the other side as well, right? That's kind of unlucky. Maybe I'll try placing Greed on the right side with Arrogance and just place Viren on the left side. We'll see. I'll try it again. I don't think the setup is bad. I think it's just a bit of a luck and timing with everything. I could even place Arrogance as soon as this stone is done. They really take no damage if there's no magic damage. That's crazy. Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, Greed might die here actually, if he stands here. You know what, I'll try it. Bad order, I guess. I need to place Vortex earlier. I'll do the exact, you know what, I'll do the exact same thing again. The only thing I'll vary is the timings with everything. I think that's the problem. But I think that's my main issue regardless. The fuck is the forest elf doing? I'll wait with placing Greed here. So what I will do here, I will place Greed and I will sell Arrogance as soon as he's done helping with the smaller units, basically. That's the plan right now. This might be a little bit of an issue. Okay. So if Arrogance can actually kill the stuff over there, I think I'll just let him do like 1 or 2 more, and I'll just sell him. And hopefully this 60 seconds is enough. I don't think so, but we'll see. Oh, it hits both sides. That's the issue right there. Yeah. Alright. Well, because arrogance wasn't there. Okay, so this is what I'll do, right? Now it should be way easier to just keep Oleg alive. That's the thing. If she puts stones now, it's only gonna hit 2 healers. It's gonna be way easier to keep everyone alive. I could even place arrogance over here. Sure, actually. It depends on... Actually, that's another ground unit. She might hit... We'll see. I wanna swap Oleg to Brocker regardless. We'll just do it like this first. Do it ×1, sell, replace, do it like this, and just try to keep these guys alive. She dies pretty fast, so that's fine. And now I can use the Wood Elf just to keep everything alive. Yeah, this is way better. Now Arrogance just bursts. It's a close call, but this works. Usually you'll have another faction bonus and it'll be a little bit easier actually. Like Nightmare on the first floor is pretty rough. Doesn't really do anything. It just made me able to use my Arrogance pretty much. I never use Arrogance otherwise, because having extra ground units on the first floor is pretty horrible. Alright. Swap again. Alright, okay, it's the mage floor. It's the new floor, like chapter 9 kind of floor. This one is pretty tough. Hopefully we can just breeze through it. We have Star Piercers. Actually really, really good. Yeah, because Star Piercers is the faction, right?
I accept the challenge.
Yeah, huge. Very good bonus actually. It could be... Actually, I don't think it could have been much better. I think Star Piercers is like one of the best bonuses you can get on this floor. Because it'll make me able to use my Solace really good. Hex is really solid. I don't even need to use Vierna, I think. I could even try using... Yeah, Idril will do some crazy work on this floor. One tank, a ton of healers, basically. I'll even just do this. I'll demonstrate like what I'll usually do, right? I would use Vierna, but because of the bonus, I will use Hex. Not sure why I unequipped that, to be honest.
Force ever made available to humankind.
I don't want to use that attack speed piece. I think he'll get enough attack speed though. Let's see. Assuming he was using that or something. Yeah, I think it's enough attack speed. Because of the 30% bonus, this is probably my best option. We'll see exactly what I do. Let's try it with this thing. Actually, Idril will need it more. I'll use this. I already had one, but let's see, because they already have the best gear. Is Idril? You know what? I don't know if Idril is very useful here. We'll try it and then we'll see. Hatsuit might be better. If you have Hatsuit, she's 100% better here. But just because of the Piercer thing, I'll try using Idril. The question is which piece? So many amulets. Some sort of crit damage.
Thank you.
Attack speed 100%. That's probably fine. Sidril's case here, even though she gets the 30% bonus, she probably needs a little bit more for highest efficiency.
I accept the challenge.
I think this is fine. I think the rest of everyone is geared. I'll try Hex just to see what happens.
Oh yeah.
So I will place... So if I place him like this... Maybe Idril can just take care of the healers, to be honest. I'm pretty sure she can just completely annihilate them.
The most powerful force ever made available to humankind.
Yeah. She can easily with the bonus. And yeah, as you can see, magic damage is king here. Hex is completely annihilating them. I'll just get these guys moving because I think Hex can just completely destroy them. And then I'll just play Setram here because I don't think they reach him before he reaches them. I brought Silas, but I'm actually not sure where I would use him. Probably here now that I have a healer. I kind of messed myself up here, but it's fine. Yeah, there we go. Because this is why I said Idril might not be good here, but just because like her ult, her ult isn't amazing here because she'll target bad stuff, but it works out. Normally I would place Vierna down here aiming up. That's about it. That's the only difference right now. I could place Setram here aiming right or something instead because his like too wide, or like his width will just reach them anyways. It's crazy that Broker is taking this much damage, to be honest, but it's fine.
I accept the challenge. Oh yeah.
Right, that's about it. And I would kind of do the same thing throughout this whole floor. The only thing is like, depending on how fast you kill these guys, that's why I brought 3 healers. Not originally to place Vortex here, but on some of these stages will just require you to place 3 healers on your tank because they deal a ton of damage.
Imagination. The most powerful force ever made available to humankind.
And of course, if I placed Silas here aiming left, maybe that would be better. To be honest, I would argue that's the better choice, because with his armor pen, he would probably just destroy these guys as well.
If you win, you win.
Huge hex.
If you lose, you still win.
Yeah, since Setram is not even a piercer, I could even argue Brianna's better here. She could nuke them faster. Could even try this theory. Do it like this. Question is who gets the bonus and who doesn't. Maybe I'll just drop the drill for Brianna. She gets the sharpshooters, and she also already has pen. Let's see, and I was gonna use, just because, I was gonna use a Piercer Lord as well for the bonus. And I'll bring back Vortex just so I can demonstrate the stuff I was talking about earlier. You kind of need 3 healers. Right here you have so many platforms, right? So what I would do here is I would place, I think this is better because some of the flying guys go up here, right? So I would just do this probably. I'm not sure where I would place Hex. Here, aiming left or right, it depends on the situation, to be honest. I'll just go like this for now. Actually, right, no, I need Hex here. Sorry, my bad. Of course. I need him to hit stuff. But yeah, healers will come from here, going up, and I'll just do this.
Imagination.
Silas can take care of those. Brian should be able to take care of them pretty easily as well. I might need to ult on her, that's crazy. Yeah, okay. Did not expect to have to do that, to be honest. So she's the one who needs help. The problem is my Lunaria isn't geared.
If you win, you win.
Actually, Brian might have enough damage. Wait a second. Okay, Hex. Please carry. Yeah, thank you. I didn't even know I just walked past like that. So maybe you need... Yeah, see? This is what I mean. This is what I was more scared about. This is kind of why Setram is just better for this. But because I have a Piercer Lord, Hex will reach them as well. Maybe that'll be enough. If Hex can kill this guy before he does his move here. Oh, he actually dies from that. That's crazy. They might actually be able to keep him alive. I don't think so, though. I think he just explodes after a while or something. We'll pray that he survives somehow. I'm gonna wait with Brian ult a little bit just in case they spawn. Oh right, maybe she's... Yeah, because I ult her on her once, the little bonus, the damage bonus helps. Okay. Oh, this, and yeah, this guy. That's really annoying, actually. The stage in general.
I accept the challenge.
Alright, Hex can probably kill these guys fast enough, right? It's not like they can curse him again. Does it stack? You know what? Obviously this is supposed to be working, that's why. All planned. Let's see how he deals with 3 of them. He's so dead. Unless 30, I think 30% bonus is just too strong. This is not how it's supposed to go or how I was expecting it to go, but yeah, it worked out. I was just trying to limit test with the Piercer Lord, to be honest. I think that's the biggest issue here. Setram is really, really good on this stage because you can place him here and he'll reach everything. And then you can just put like 2 towards the other side, right? Setram can take her one side solo and 2 for the other side, basically. And it'll be way easier. Hexius solo carried this.
If you win, you win.
Brienne didn't do as much as I thought, but also because she didn't like reach them.
If you lose,
I'll use Setram on the next stage to demonstrate how much easier it'll be. Let's see if this is one of those stages. Crazy enough, I'll actually bring out him. Let's just drop the Piercer Lord. It's gonna be way easier. Let's just try it like this. But yeah, here Brienne would actually work. I think Setram goes right here, and then Brienne can probably do this on her own, to be honest.
Thank you.
I could play Silas this just in case she needs any assistance whatsoever. X goes here. I can only place 2 healers here apparently, so I'll place like 1 healer here, just making sure they survive. Just ult with Setram here. I'm not sure if a healer spawns right away, but we'll see.
I accept the challenge.
Come on, X. No, I'll put Vortex here and I'll just place. It's the right choice with Silas, I guess. Now they spawn here, or I think. I think they're just gonna spawn like a little wave together, so I'm just waiting.
Imagination, the most powerful force ever made available to humankind.
Alright, yeah, definitely need a Silas. Guess Brienne can take care of it solo.
If you win, you win.
Oh shit, my tank. Wait. X, come on, faster, faster. Oh, yeah. Okay. Hmm. Interesting. I mean, generally it was his timing at that point, I think, but interesting still. I think an AoE would be better instead of Setram in general, but I mean, I'm not gonna use Nyx, even though she'll probably nuke them with her 30% bonus, but I would use Razak. I have him geared though. You know what? I'll put in Vierna just to see what, like, how big of a difference it is. Even though Hex has the bonus, I think Vierna. I think since Hex is only attacking one target and pauses between attacks sometimes and stuff like that, I think that's what's like making the big difference. Because my tank dying is, I feel like that's a DPS issue at that point. Maybe Silas would even be better than Brienne here just because of how strong he is.
Imagination, the most powerful force ever made available to humankind. If you win, you win. If you lose, you still win.
Yeah, I think the problem is Brienne's armor pen or whatever. He's kind of struggling with actually killing them. She has a bit of armor pen, but only on her split you can see like 69,000 with one, and then randomly way less. And that's straight up armor pen diff. You can see he's hitting 180k just because he's getting through all the armor. Please survive. He has his invulnerability still. I don't think I'm good here. You're not? Oof, clutch. Okay, we're good.
I accept the challenge.
That's crazy close though.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to use the elf here. I'll use it when these two guys come. I think I do one early ult here with Vierna just to poke a little bit. Vernalt again.
Imagination. The
Good.
most powerful force ever
Close
made
though.
available to humankind.
It totally, like I said, it totally depends what like faction bonus you get. If your tanks are like, basically, if you get Northern bonus, your tanks are unkillable. It's insane how like big the 30% is for them. The only thing is these guys have, they do true damage or whatever. Those guys that hit your tanks. So defense means nothing. You want as much HP as possible. Let's just do this stage real quick. Actually, should I? Is this the boss stage? No, it's not. Wait, it is. It is. Okay. Let's do this stage real quick. He doesn't have his gear. He does. She doesn't have her gear. I'll just auto-equip, to be honest. It's probably fine. Lazy right now.
Thank you.
I think everyone is geared. Yeah. Yeah, you also saw the like difference between Vjorn and Hex. Hex does more damage, but he can do some weird targeting and pause and stuff, and that messes everything up sometimes.
I accept the challenge. Oh yeah.
Right, now I've triggered my memory about this boss guy. You want two really strong single target DPSs for this guy, and the rest is literally just stalling the main wave. Kinda want an AoE mage or something, right? So I'll use these guys. I mean, Silas could probably solo this just because of the bonus right now, the Star Piercer bonus, but I'll do it like this. I think this is completely fine for this stage. You can try it like this. Hex might actually be better for this specific stage, but I'll just try it like this. So this totally depends, but just because I trust my team to, let's see, what are we thinking here? Like, the better choice is going over here right away, to be honest. I'll just demonstrate placing everything here, because I'll do this, and then she won't reach anything, but she will. Probably should have placed healers earlier, to be honest. I mean, I have one. Let's just do this. And this. I should have placed Setram way earlier. I don't have a tank now. We'll see how this goes, to be honest. This is a really bad positioning or a really well placement of everything in general. But let's try this, see what it goes. Okay, well Setram couldn't, or like Silas couldn't solo it. The plan was obviously here that Setram would help, which is why the placement was bad. Let's just see. Let's see. Silas there, Setram here. Because you could place a fighter here or here. You have Dolores here, there then. And the opposite if whatever, right? Probably Arrogance here aiming left or Solitude or whatever. He's tankier than I remember, actually. It's crazy. I've nuked him way, like a ton of times before this, so I actually thought I would just nuke him. 17%, so maybe one healer is the solution. Because the thing is, I don't need 3 healers if I can just nuke him like this. So I'll do this, and then I will try, even with the 30% bonus on Silas. It's crazy. Alright, so I'll drop Hollow or Arrogance probably. The question is, I don't know if he'll be targeted just because he's on the ground. But let's see. Let's see how it goes. As I said, earlier, depends completely on what faction bonus you have. Because like if I had Dolores and Infernal, it would be even better because then Silas would get the 30% attack bonus from Dolores as well. There's like a bunch of things. Even Hex could be better here. Hex could be better here over. Right, I've actually ran Pyros before just for the bonus, faction bonus for Setram and Dolores. So that could be something that I've missed as well. Let's try it like this. I'll place... It's completely timing based here, but I'll think Arrogance will use this ult early, focus on bonus, and then he'll probably regenerate again. So he'll completely use this one. Hopefully he can get it up here while the boss does his thing. Ulted way too early with Setram again. Or Silas, I mean. Ooh, it's close. Does he kill him anyways? Maybe. Oh, come on. I mean, that was a close call. But that was just poor timing with everything, to be honest. But this is, regardless of how how poorly it went for me just now, that is the strategy you want to do with this map. 2 DPSs, maybe 3, maybe you need a fighter, maybe there's a bunch of things that could you can take into account. But regardless, in general, that is you need 2 single target DPSs here with Dolores. Hopefully everyone has Dolores now, and I even die still. I'll try Hex. instead of Cetrum. Just because Hex will help me later as well. Question is how I gear him then. Do I just go Soulbone gear him? Because of the Piercer bonus, I'm kinda willing to go this on Hex. He only gets 8k, that's the problem with this setup. It's way more attack in my opinion. As much as you can get on him, but it's fine with a 30% bonus. I'll just give him a gaze just because. Let's try with this. Otherwise the solution could, to be honest, be Pyros or something. Just to buff the lures and everything. And Pyros is a magic damage dealer, so he could be a replacement as well for some stuff. Let's try it again. I'll place, because Arrogance got his ult quite late there, I'll just place him first this time. Could have even placed Hex earlier as well. Just ult, just to... Actually, right, I have Ageless Wrath on him now, so it doesn't really matter. But I could have gone Soulbound and did this, and then he regens quite fast, so I'll just try it to demonstrate. Otherwise I'll just restart. Okay. And hopefully this guy just takes so long that I can place Hex here as well now and help with DPS. That is the wish. Otherwise you kind of want 3 healers here. But because it's Nightmare and I think Pierce is a really good faction bonus to get here, but apparently it's not as good as I thought. We're gonna start spawning from this one, and that is the reason we place our tank over there, by the way. It's like the main reason, so we don't get screwed over because we have our stuff over here. But you could generally place your stuff over here first and then sell them, replace them over there. But this is, I mean, technically easier, and you have more time to place if you place them over there. That should be the stage. But yeah, for some reason it's quite close, and I've done this easier before, so I'm actually confused to why I'm like struggling right now, but it varies a lot. I mean, I also misplayed the timings with the ults on the boss, so that could be a reason why I was struggling there. Alright, let's see. Please be a good faction bonus. Nightmare. Actually, wait, it's the melee one, right? On left? Oh, it's the melee one. Nice. Yeah, Nightmare is huge here. The fact that I got Nightmare is just gonna... I'm just gonna blast through this. That's gonna be so much easier. Alright. Just search for Nightmare. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I even think if I had Baron built here, I would actually use him as a tank. I could try to use A-bomb again, but I'm just gonna leave it like this. I can try using Luguru for fun. And I would bring 2 tanks, or healers I mean, with the range. These guys are my best ones. And the Valkyrie is a good option here. He's geared. Sally needs gear. See how Luger does with this gear. I don't even remember these stages, I just know there's Torador as boss. Yeah, okay. I might actually have to play main tanks here. I'm 100% gonna need main tanks. Now that I see these guys. I'm just dead here. Can they even tank a hit? Look at this. Bonk. These guys deal so much damage, it's insane. Alright, alright, alright. Main tanks, main tanks. We'll use the main tanks for the first floor. We can use these guys just to have like some backup DPS. That's it, maybe. Let's go back to this as the finale. They have a lot of HP, that's crazy. Oh yeah, I didn't try Nightmare since they dropped Elite, so maybe Nightmare is harder actually. It looked kind of similar in terms of power, but maybe they did something to Nightmare when they dropped Elite. I haven't read anything. I never read patch notes and stuff. Maybe I should start doing that. I don't know if I like Luger, to be honest. He seems lackluster to me. I mean, I don't have his skills or anything up, so I mean, I'm not sure what I'm expecting, to be honest. I don't remember if any of these guys actually go to the middle. Nope, apparently not. You need tanks on this one as well. Let's see. Get my tanks. he's already in there, my bad. I'm blind. Um... These stages before the boss aren't very difficult, but if you don't have a lot of fighters, they can be pretty annoying. That's the biggest issue, I would say. If you don't have enough fighters for the last fight, it's really tough because I think you have 2 platforms. And those are for healers, in my opinion. But it's the same with the fight before the boss as well. There he is. I wish I got him for defeating him. Make my life easier. But you only need 1 main tank for this stage. Actually, no, you kinda need 2. But you can use A-bomb, you don't need the main tank. But it's way easier if you use like an actual main tank, so I'll use an actual main tank just to make my life easier. He's over there, right? Yeah, let's try the same setup. I'm too lazy. I use Valkyra here. She reaches all the way down there. So it depends, depending on how you want to play this out. You can place whatever down there. Oleg there. Kinda don't really struggle with these guys surviving, so I'll just put Vortex down here to heal instead. Yeah, these guys are the reason you kinda want a main tank, just because they are way tankier. And here, I can just do this, to be honest. So you can cover 2 lanes. I'll try placing Sally here. I should have placed Sally here. I can place Wrath there instead, I'm lazy. I figured Sally would die, but should be fine regardless. Yeah, having this many fighters with like some range and stuff makes it way easier. Sure. Right, there's only one gold fight left, and then the rest is just a Toreador boss. So let's see if we can just do this real quick. I'll usually just leave the gold boss and just focus on the main guy first, just because I know I want to complete this. And I would bring one main tank here. Having one main tank is good. I usually bring 2 healers here, but kind of want to try doing some weird stuff with, like, just because I'm interested in seeing what would happen. I'm actually gonna bring Silas, just because I have tanks that can like kind of self-sustain, and I kind of want to nuke the boss. So let's take Silas' gear back and see what he can do. Obviously he's not as strong without Dolores combo, so we'll see. I just haven't tried it, and I'm curious to what the result will be. So 1 main tank, and the rest like fighters that can kind of like survive on their own. So I'm just trying to think here what I'm placing where. Right, I need to drop a healer. I think I'll drop Hollow, to be honest. And I'll place Salazar and... should I just try Abum again? Let's just try it like this. Curious. We're here to try things. So A-bomb and Salazar in my case. And this is where I place my healer. I mean, I don't really need a healer, but I might need a healer just because, I mean, now I have a tank A-bomb. As I said, I didn't have him built before. This is just pure curiosity. Probably should have had a different artifact on this guy. Let's try it like this. Yeah, I mean, I do need a healer. As we can clearly see. Holy crap, he deals a lot of damage, this guy. And there's another one coming. And Salazar. Yeah, he's probably dying here. Interesting. Well, that didn't work. I think if I ulted with Salazar earlier. But the thing is, they're gonna summon more things. I'll just do what I did the last time. That's crazy though, with a 35% bonus. And he's struggling. Gone is king, I guess. Gun takes 9k damage instead of 30k. Okay. Right. And now he dies? I mean... okay, so this is actually gonna be interesting, because I thought Silas would help here, right? But then I just realized... this might be a struggle. Kinda works out, kinda works out. Let's see how Silas does here. Curious. Okay, I mean... he completely annihilates the boss. Makes it kind of worth it, to be honest. You don't even need fighters if you run this strategy. I don't know if there's any like melee or like ground healers. I mean, Valkyrie can resurrect, right? So that's one thing. That kind of makes this interesting because you can literally just run something that completely nukes the boss. And then the rest is what it is. Damn. Alright then, well, that's pretty much the... I'll just finish it before I like end the video, just to show kind of what the rewards look like, cause seriously, if you can do Nightmare, I know it's tough. This video is almost 2 hours long. Without a plan, of course, and everything, but still 2 hours long. It's 2 hours long. And some people do this in the weekends, but even then, people might have other things to do, and all that kind of stuff. So 2 hours can be quite a while. And if you speedrun it on like say I would go on Elite, I mean, it's still hard, right? And you still need strategy. But some of these floor can be, because it switches every week sometimes, goes from the second and third floor switches, and the third floor on the other one with the petrifying boss, I think all the stages are really easy, but I think the boss can be really difficult depending on the faction bonus. And you need to know what strong units you have and which one you can make your really strongest. If this was the other third floor with the petrifying boss, and I had this nightmare boss, nightmare faction, it would be pretty tough. But I would instead, for example, I would put Hatsut right on the right side, trying to nuke the summoners, while I use Arrogance as one of my single targets for the boss, just because I know he would be able to handle himself. When I was Northerner, I used Maul for the AoE on the summoners, just because it was so much easier with that. I am also just too lazy here, so I'm just gonna auto-equip everything. She has some gear, that's fine. Everyone else has gear, let's just go. Cetra might not have gear, it doesn't really matter. Too lazy. I just wanted to demonstrate the Nightmare run in general. So I'm happy with this. Oh, I don't think Vierna has gear. I just realized. That's why I was seeing like low numbers. I was wondering who was dealing no damage. And I thought it was Valkyrie for a second. But I just realized that I thought it just used her, so it's impossible. But yeah, Vierna has 0 gear. It's fine though, it's fine. Like, these stages are really easy since you can place 8 heroes instantly and everything. Just need enough DPSs. And just CC and ults. Finish it all. Super easy. You know what? I would restart this, but just because I can't be bothered, I won't. Just to try, right? Just to try AI, or the girl with the bombs. Just because I have her A5 and she completely carries the faction trial for me. She did like 5 million, while all my other guys who I thought were like decently strong did like tops 3 mil, 1 to 3 mil. She's insane. I didn't even need to place a tank in her lane just because she kept everything on lockdown by herself. Crazy. I kind of wanted to try her here so I could see the damage. Yeah. Hello, Vierna. Zetram didn't have gear either, and it still worked. 6 units. But yeah, that's Nightmare. Let's check the rewards. And the reason why I think, like, if you can do Nightmare, if you tried and you actually completed it, sure, it might be like the 1 week might be harder. Like maybe you think Torador is super easy and you think the Petrify boss is super hard. Once you get the strategy down, I mean, it's worth trying just to see, like, you get the strategy down and everything. What is this? Ooh, during the ultimate increase the hero. Okay, okay, okay. Of allies as well. Interesting. Cool. I mean, I definitely don't need it whatsoever. But that's interesting. But this is the reason, right? Getting 3 ancient crystals every week. You can't say no to that. And then the like 1000 mithril and all that stuff. But you get sort of similar stuff in the others with mithril and gold and stuff. But seriously, 3 ancients every week guaranteed. I mean, I'm not saying no to that myself, so I don't even care if it's hard. I am 100% gonna sit down and do it. And if anyone wants to do it together, then just, you know, let me know if you wanna give it a try. Like, try as hard as you can first, and then let me know if you get stuck on a specific stage, or like just show me the specific stage or whatever, and we can go through some stuff. Obviously, this only has like one of the versions of the second floor and one of the versions of the third floor. But I kind of tried to like explain what I think is important to have. 3 healers in general will basically carry. You never need more than 3 healers. If you have Sadie, it's gonna make the first floor way easier. But I have done it without a 3rd healer. But it's kind of RNG, and you might need to like put on specific gear if you feel like one specific unit doesn't have enough HP and stuff like that, right? So that's pretty much it. But yeah, I'll end the video here. And let me know if there's anything else I can help you with, or anything I missed that you think I should have gone through. And yeah, have a good one. Thanks for watching.